It's all good.
Never time, no. You can never ever live without leaving a piece of you. And the lines will forever change. We will never be the same. The more you change, the less you feel.
What's up, Bob here. Welcome back. As you can see from the top of the video, I went to the Smashing Pumpkins show. It was incredible. It was an epic show. I'm a huge fan. A lot of that stuff came out during a period of my life that was turbulent, to say the least. And I have an extreme kind of emotional connection to the material. And I can tell you firsthand, being at the show, there were people, when those songs were coming on, they were going crazy. I really believe that a lot of those tunes hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts. And I can't say enough about how awesome the show was. It's really cool to see most of the original members there. You know, you got Corgan, Chamberlain, Eha, they're all there. Couple of the people from Corgan's previous band, and then a new bass player there. I believe he's English from England. So, yeah, and guitar tones amazing. 3 guitar players on stage. Really just amazing sounding tones. I don't know what Corgan's using right now, but whatever it is, it sounds amazing. He had his new signature Reverend guitar, and really, really cool. James pretty much was on the black Les Paul Custom all night, and Jeff was playing different things. Jimmy Chamberlain was melting faces back there behind the kit, and they played basically every song that I wanted them to play, and a whole lot more. They played for over 3 hours, and wow, it is not a show that I will soon forget. I can assure you that. It was really good. Really glad that I went. The tickets were rather expensive, but there was a lot of production, and you know, it takes a lot to put a show like that together, so I kind of get that. Corgan's vocals were spot on, really nice and clear sounding, beautiful. Everything about it was just wonderful night. So 2 thumbs up to the Smashing Pumpkins 2018 tour. Moving right along. New pedal day. That's right, folks. The Saria Tone Cintura. This is a Klon pedal. If you've watched any of my previous videos, somewhere in the last 100 videos, I had borrowed a silver one like this and used it, really loved it, and ordered one for myself. Obviously chose gold, really cool. Got these ox blood knobs. The layout is identical to original Klon Centaur pedal. Obviously the enclosure is dead on. It's got all the things that you would want to see. And I had original Klon pedals for many years, and I know exactly what they sound like, and this is very, very close. Very, very close. So this, I like the Archer too, but I think that this is the closest thing, not only in look and form factor, but in sound, that is available right now. A guy named Nick makes these out of Malaysia. There is quite a bit of a wait, but I'm going to plug it in and let you hear it again. But I'm going to put it in tandem with BAM, the Venurum Janray. These are 2 clone pedals. Yes, I realize that. Timmy with a different chip now. Okay, this is more like tuned for blackface amps at this point. The Timmy was originally designed for Marshalls. And, clone. And going to put these together, let you hear how that sounds. Probably with my Stratocaster and a 67 Deluxe Reverb. Gonna do that. I'll plug those in at rehearsal too, and I'll put a brief piece of footage of that up as well. Let you hear how it sounds. in action with the band. Can we talk vinyl? I won't be long, I swear. There's a big stack. We haven't talked vinyl in a while, so there's a bit of a stack. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but I got some awesome things that you need to see. All right. Number one, Pat Metheny, Bright Size Life. This is kind of a grail for me. I've been trying to get this for quite some time. I got this insane clean copy. If you don't know, it's on ECM. Features Pat Metheny and Jaco Pastorius. Killer record. In particular, a song called Midwestern Night's Dream. Killer. This whole record is badass, but that track in particular, this is kind of hard to get. Most Pat Metheny records are like $3. This one is more like between 25 and 40 bucks. So good luck finding it in the wild. If you do, awesome. Next, boom, Hendrix, 9 to the Universe. Yeah, I can't remember what the fella's name was. I know what it is. Alan Douglas. He made a bunch of these weird Hendrix albums in the 80s, and this is one of them. People talk shit on these, but let me tell you something. There's some jams on here that are killer. If you have a nice stereo, it's going to sound dope. The fuzz sounds on here, the Octavia stuff sounds amazing. If you're a big Hendrix fan, you should get all of these because it's Hendrix doing what we all love to do, which is jam. Yeah, get in a room and throw down, you know. Next, boom, Traffic, Mr. Fantasy. This has Mr. Fantasy on it, you know. The rest of it's kind of like weird psych music, which is of sorts, you know, which is cool, but Dear Mr. Fantasy is the tune that everybody wants on this. Hard to find. Finally got a copy. Happy about that. Moving on to some new vinyl. Boom. John Coltrane. Both Directions at Once. This is from a session. The tapes were lost, and then they got them back, and then they released it. And it's got a cool poster, and it's a double album on Impulse, and you know, there's a million reviews of this on the internet right now. So if you want to know about this thing in depth, go there. But I got it, and I'm really glad I did. It's a pretty smoking record. It's definitely, you know, typical signature Coltrane stuff. So if you're a Coltrane fan, you need this. It's brand new. It's got this die-cut cover with these cool arrows. Moving right along, bam, the Ramones' first album. This is not a first press, but it is a old original press. Normally I'm a first pressing kind of a dude, but sometimes I will forego the first press for condition, and this is in amazing condition. So yeah, you gotta have this. If you're into the Ramones, you know, you pretty much gotta have the first album. You gotta have Road to Ruin, and you gotta have Rockets to Russia. You got to, okay? You got to. Next, Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Yes, this is an original pressing. Unfortunately, not on Mega Force Boom on Elektra, but it is like an early U.S. press of this album. And I put it on turntable, and quite frankly, it sounds amazing. If you're a Metallica fan, you know. Some people aren't, okay? Some people are not Metallica fans. You know, to be honest, some of my Metallica fan passion starts to fade around the Black Album, if you know what I mean. Sorry. It's just the truth. Boom! Kamasi Washington. Heaven and Earth. Do you know Kamasi? Kamasi, I had some footage on the channel a little while ago from a show I went to. Look at the inside of this thing. Holy shit. Man, this dude always has the most epic albums. I think this is a 4 record set. There are 4 discs in this. And, you know, the last one was called The Epic. This one isn't any less epic. Let's just say that. It's a little bit different. The songs, I would say there's a lot more material here, and it's like, if you want to hear some people just jam out, get this. You know, it's not going to be like any kind of like really short and concise tunes, but it's going to be a lot of really wonderful mood music. So I would suggest it. Kamasi Washington, Heaven and Earth. See, that wraps up our vinyl portion of this video. So I'm going to do the plug the pedals in, a little bit of rehearsal, no telling what else. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment down below. Here we go. Set 2 is underway. Bob out.
Thank you.